It's Tuesday afternoon. As you see, Randy, he's on night shifts this week. He's been here today, and he didn't do a briefing or a debriefing, but he pretty much, with the people, there are a few people come in and out today, and he did a little bit for some people, but outside of that, he has worked on the videos, trying to get videos in line and up and going, so we're not crunched. We're trying to get back with all the recording and videos that we got while we were at Bradenton, Florida. He's trying to put them together so we can kind of be ahead, and we're not such a crunch trying to get everything done. And so he wasn't able to jump in there and do the briefing and debriefing. So I'm going to do this, and like I said, he's really worked hard on the videos, so you know, he's doing good. So here on this Just a Little Silly YouTube channel, we got 164 days to No Name National, 67 days to Fun Run Cruisers Drive-In, and Daryl's putting it on in Sydney, Ohio. Today what I was going to do is, we've got a lot to do, and I'm wanting to get started on the car, and there's several things that we need to do, but we made a mess before we left here with everything crunching right down to the last minute. So I'm going to take a few minutes today and clean the mess up that we made and try to get back in order. Like I said, we were working at a 24x24 building before we come here. And we're still, I mean, this is bigger than my 24x24, don't get me wrong, but it's just about like we're still working out of a small section because everything's done right here. So we got to get it cleaned up and kind of get things going and it is getting pretty weather, so the doors will be able to be open and we can start using the top. And matter of fact, with Fireball, we may pull it down here with the tractor and put it up on the lift and unhook everything underneath it so that we don't have to lay on everything on the floor. But then we're going to take it to the weld shop, and the work will be done up in the weld shop, what we call the weld shop. So and Twisted Sister's just right there beside it, the weld shop, so we can kind of we'll be working up there when we do start working on the on Fireball. We bought topless Zelda there and bought it on a Thursday. Come in, I think Friday, went and got the other motor from somebody else, and pretty much had it ready to go by Sunday, but we got rained out. So we can do this in a weekend, whether we spend this whole weekend trying to just get that car up and going, I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna look over the tree cutting project that we had. I hadn't really got to look at it. I did pull in and see he had a bunch of logs cut and ready to haul, and it's starting to look good in one sense. In another sense, there's a lot that we're gonna have to clean up. So once he gets dried up enough where he can get finished, he said he had about a good week of dry weather, and of course it's been raining, so you know, that's going to extend it out another week, I assume. But once he gets done and he is gone, then it doesn't matter what we do as far as where we start. And I want to start to go around. And the trees that I was kind of under the impression that when he was going to do it, he was going to get them all. But I guess I knew he didn't want to mess with the smaller stuff. But I kind of, when we made the deal and everything, I kind of was thinking he had a little bigger machine and he was going to push them down for us. But now I'm not talking about his work. He did a phenomenal job, and I'm not complaining whatsoever. I just, I thought that he had a little bigger machine than a skid steer. So like I said, it wasn't in the deal. It's just, I looked at it wrong. But anyway, he gets out of here, and then we'll get in here and start trying to get some wood cut up and get out of the way and start making our way around so we can get all these vehicles out of the front. Because it is getting cluttered in the front here with all the vehicles. We need them and a parking in the back so we can have more room, because we got a lot of crap sitting around. And clean shop, that's what I plan on doing. So I'm gonna go out here while it's still daylight, and like I said, I love those longer days, and check everything out and then get started. Remember, you got 1,440 minutes in every day. Make yourself happy. There's plenty of people out there that wants to ruin them or take them away from you, so don't let them. Take control of yourself. If you got a project, get out there and get on it. If you don't have a project, figure out what makes you happy and go do it. That's what you got to do. You got to make yourself happy. You're in control. And remember, keep it silly. Thank you. All right, I'm walking out here looking around, and I'm going to turn you around here so you can see what I'm looking at and see what you think. Need to go back and get a clip from the beginning and do one video. When I might do that when he gets gone. But anyway, I'm going to turn you around. See, these little things here is what I was talking about. I'm still got to get rid of those, and you see them all out through there. I was kind of hoping that when I looked out through here, they would all be gone. But it is what it is. Like I said, there's still a few over there I think he'll be able to get, and then he's working. You can see it's getting down there on the other side of the pond. It's getting on around, he's clearing, so I assume he'll come on up through here and get a bunch on the other side of that there's a little road bed right there, and I assume he'll come up through there and get it. I hope anyway, because I really don't want to clear all that out. But just right here, that looks like a mess. That really needs to be pushed over with some more dirt. I get the skid steer back or a piece of machinery and start getting the guys to hollering that dirt. We'll cover some of that up so that it don't look so bad, or push it down in here and burn it. That might be what we do, make a burn pile right here so that it separates from the building. But once he gets gone, we'll go out here and we'll cut this little mess here and do some splitting on these small logs, and then figure out what we can do about these stumps. I'd love to cover a lot of these up, but some of these stumps like that right there, it really needs to be cut down a little lower and basically cover it up, because I'd kind of like to have this section leveled out. But yeah, this is going to be fun until we can afford, or we get it where we can pour the concrete. We might have to get a couple beater cars and come out here and make a heck of a track. And I say cars, it might better be something a little bit higher higher off the ground than a car. But anyway, if we can bring it from up there down a long straightaway cover on, I don't think we go on the other side of the lake. I don't know. Well, let me not call it a lake. It's just a little pond with sharks, alligators, and ducks. That's what's in our pond. But I don't know if we can go around behind it. But if we can come up in front of it and come around and come up and do it and make this curve here, we have a heck of a track. I keep saying cars. I mean, we could do four-wheelers, but I sure would like to make a good little track here and really wear it down real good while we're working on it. Give a little bit of footage in dash cameras. See what it'd be like out here. So anyway, that's what it looks like out here. I ain't even walked up on that end, but I think he's really studied down on here. He does have about, I think, 5 or 6 more up there on the hill that he needed help with, and I was supposed to help him, but we haven't. The wind got up too high and it was raining. Now he has got a helper, or he had a helper with him. I was kind of hoping he'd take that helper and go up there and cut those trees, but he, like I said, he's studying from down here. He knows what he's doing. Again, I wanted that done and coming around, but they're getting out of here a little bit at a time. Every day goes by, we're getting a little bit more done. And hopefully, I don't want to push the summer away from us because I'm ready to enjoy the good weather. But hopefully, by winter time, all this will be straightened out and we can start 2026 off good. Well, I mean, we've started 2025 off good, don't get me wrong, but with what we're wanting to do here, hopefully we're going to go leaps and bounds on this stuff and try to get some stuff going and really enjoy life a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to walk back up here and get straightening up the building a little bit. Be right back. Alright, that's probably all I'm gonna be able to get done for now because it's getting close to Daryl's premiere. I'm gonna run this up to camper. I'll be right back with you. Alright, I'm gonna do a little debriefing here. I didn't get much done here. Time kind of gets away from you real quick. When it starts getting a little dark, and believe it or not, it has dropped off about 13 degrees cooler than it was yesterday or the day before, and kind of chilly. But feels good. Not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I just state the fact. But here on this just a little silly little YouTube channel, I done told you today's 164 days, No Name National, 67 to Fun Run Cruisers Drive-In. Daryl's putting on in Sydney, Ohio at the fairgrounds. We went and looked over the trees, and I kind of told you what I had on my mind, and it looks, I mean, if you overlook what all the work we gonna have to do, it start to look good to me when it's starting to be cleared off, and in my mind I can see what we can be doing, and I can see our next steps, so it makes me feel good to go out there and look at it every once in a while. I didn't get as much cleaned up as I'd like. I got the middle bay cleaned up, so if he wants to, he can move his car over and have it, and that way he's got this first bay if anybody comes in, and the lift is open. If he wanted to put it on the lift, and but we got a lot of cleaning in that corner. It's real easy to stuff start getting cluttered up. We're gonna have to do better at it, but it seems like everything we do, we get into a little crunch, and we end up, you know, we'll put it here, we'll get it, and then we never do. So it's something we're gonna have to work on and try to keep ourselves a little more organized, and so we understand what we got. Like I said, we got it, got the place and started cleaning up, and instead of cleaning the building up and then coming in, we kind of moved all my junk in at the house and kind of throwed everything right on top of their junk, and then their junk, our junk, and it just made a big pile. And it's the last few rains we got, I think the rain was running sideways and upside down, and we had a lot more leaks in the roof than what we've had since they bought the place. So we're gonna have to sit down and do a pricing of some tin or something to stop it. We can, you know, try to fix it from the inside, or we can keep trying to put cool seal it, or you know, spray or anything like whatever we come up with to try to fix it. But the ultimate thing is to go ahead and put a new tin on it and be done with it. My ultimate goal is to put the whole roof all the way across it, freestanding roof, and then put the block going up to it, so we got a taller building all the way back and forth, and then we can face decorate the front the way we want it, so it looks like a newer building even though it's not. That's kind of what I want to do. and extend it all the way across the building. I think I've told y'all that before, but that's kind of what I'd like to do, so when people come by, it looks like a newer facility than what it is. Just kind of catches your eye, because, you know, just like us rolling into a Freedom Factory with Vivo and 2 cars on the trailer, we might have been stock, and we might have, you know, just been on the low end of the big deals, but we rolled in like we owned the place, and we got a lot of attention. So we're starting at the bottom. That's fine. That's where everybody starts, but we can go up from there. We're going to do a little upgrade to Fireball here and play around a little bit more, but we're hoping that things kind of open up and we can kind of work around it. I got some ideas I'd like to do, and like I said, either do an LS swap or something like that, but we got to finish one first. Instead, I don't see no reason to jumping on another LS swap when we don't even have the one in the red truck going. It don't make sense to me. So I want my car up and going. There's a running motor right there, so we'll just probably just swap those out and keep going on the low level as we are right now, but I sure would like to have a little bit more. Randy did great out there. I'm super happy for him. I really am. And I kind of pick around with him and, you know, tell him that, you know, if he had another minute, he would have blown his tires. You know, I pick with him, but I'm gonna be honest with you, they're pretty close. If he could have kept his car, which he said it didn't run hot, so he was doing good. But if he would have had another minute, he might would have popped him. But he did real good out there, and I know he would have done better if he could have, you know, touched a little nitrous and gave him just a small, little bit boost on there and got him a little bit more wheel speed. But I'm proud of him. I hate my car went down, but you can hear it in the video. It just was not the right sound, and it didn't feel right in the car either. I knew it, and I didn't know exactly what it was. I didn't know if it was because I was fully suited up and my, you know, because like when I welded, I always welded with the sound. I didn't really go by anything but how it sounded when the bacon got to frying. You knew you was welding right. So, and that's kind of what I do on the cars when I'm driving and I'm doing, you know, high RPM stuff like that, and doing my shifting on manuals and stuff. I go by the feel and the sound of the vehicle, and it just did not go right. And like I said, it didn't feel right, and about midway through my run, I saw my temperature going up, and I thought, well, I'm gonna give it all it's got. I was watching it, and it was climbing on up a little bit, and right there at the end, I did not want to pull off before my 2 minutes, even though I knew I did not have the wheel speed, I did not have the smoke that I wanted, or like it should, or normally does. But I thought I'd go ahead and push it if I could get that extra time. But when I did that last loop, I thought to myself, you know, and it kind of jerked like that. And when it jerked, it just pegged on up on my temperature. So right as I come out, that's when she lost power and cut off. So I kind of figured it cut off because it got hot. But in the video, see, at the time when it cut off, I didn't know I caught on fire. It just, like it got hot, shut itself off like it did down at Caraway. And if you look at the videos, you see the fire come out from underneath it. And evidently, that's when the motor broke and busted the oil pan, because it lit the oil on fire. And then when they finally got it out, and they had a problem putting it out too, because they thought I had an electrical problem. I had the key in my hand, and I don't know why they didn't go over and turn everything off, but that's the whole reason we put the kill switch on. But I ended up jumping out, cutting the kill switch off myself, and then got back in it, and they got it put out, but I just pushed it up, and the damage was done on the track, and the hole was in the thing, but the rod wasn't sticking out until I fired it up. Was going to go ahead and pull it up on the trailer. I knew that the rod, that the hole was in the bottom of the oil pan, so I knew the damage, something broke for it to do that. So I just figured we didn't have the winch. If it would crank, I was going to throw it in gear and go. The only problem with that is it didn't crank on normal idle. When I fired it up, it cranked and idled up about, I don't know, 3,000 RPMs. And like I said, that's when the rod come out the bottom and hung out the bottom of it. And I wasn't about to try to throw it in gear and go up the ramp. So I just shut it off, and we ended up pushing it. But like I said, I am proud of Randy. Maybe we can upgrade mine a little bit, and we can go give another show next time we go. I don't really know when we're gonna go. We're gonna have to get, we pushing on the barrel of the funds right now, so which that's another reason Randy's on, second shift, so one, he can do the taxes, get the taxes done, let me rephrase that. And he can have the doors open. People seem to stop during the day a lot better than they do at night, when they see the doors open, so, anyway, we're gonna get on off here and go in and get on Daryl's live. Premiere. Remember, 1,440 minutes in every day. If you're not making yourself happy, nobody else is going to, so stop waiting on somebody else. Go make yourself happy. And remember, keep it silly. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, see you later, bye-bye.